Let's talk about free instant cash advance apps. So if you're looking for a cash advance apps that doesn't charge you anything, here is the rundown I want you to pay attention to. So the first app I want to share with you is Brigit. And Brigit is actually great is a great free cash advance app for budgeting tools. So basically you can get up to $250 whenever you need it. Unlike most other cash advance apps, Brigit doesn't ask users to provide a tip, so that's really good. So the app's free plan offers financial advice and budgeting help, so that's really good in terms of flexibility. We love that a lot. And basically, to get the cash advance, you have to use one of the app's paid plans, though. So the Plus plan, actually, the Plus plan will cost you $9.99 per month, but there are ways to actually waive that fee. Okay, you can waive that fee, so you have access to features of the free plan plus cash advances and credit monitoring. And now the premium plan, also you can waive that, but you have to be with Brigit for at least 6 months to actually waive that. And here you have all the features of the free and plus plans, but also a credit builder loan and free express delivery. So Brigit can actually they can waive the fee on when it comes to the plan, but they will charge you more when it comes to the credit builder. So something to really think about. And so that's really fantastic. So the second free plan I want to share with you is Empower. So Empower is a free instant cash advance plan. And so Empower offers cash advances, credit lines, budgeting tools, and bank accounts. So a lot of those apps, they actually draw traffic through the free cash advances app, but then they start making money when it comes to offering credit lines, budgeting tools, and bank accounts. And typical funding time for an Empower advance is a few hours to 1 day, faster than most competitors, and users can pay an instant delivery fee to get the funds within an hour. So that's when you have to pay. If you want the cash like super fast, then you have to pay for it. But if you can wait like 1 or 2 hours or even 3 hours, they don't charge you anything. And this app includes an automatic savings feature that allows you to select an amount from each paycheck to transfer from your checking to savings account, or you can have the app use artificial intelligence to save money for you by moving funds from your checking to savings based on weekly savings goals that you have set previously. Okay, so that's really fantastic. So overall, Empower is a great free instant cash advance app in our view. If you're thinking about free cash advance apps, I want you to think about EarnIn. EarnIn is a great free cash advance apps, and EarnIn is particularly good for large advances. So EarnIn is a paycheck advance app that lets you borrow money you have earned by tracking your work hours or location. So for them, let's say chronology and geography are important. Your work hours and location. And the app also has a feature that notifies you when your bank account balance is low, and a feature that automatically tops off your balance. So that's really cool. Now, the thing is that EarnIn actually might ask you for a tip, but they don't charge anything. I mean, the tip is actually is voluntary. That's for sure. So let me give you an example. If you borrow $100 7 days before a payday, and you tip $2 and you pay the $3.99 fast funding fee, your advances APR is 312.3%. Okay, so you don't have, if you can wait a few hours or even a day, then you don't have to pay the $3.99 fast funding fee. Remember, those apps are free if you can wait a few hours before you get your cash. You know, they start making money off of you when you want your cash a lot faster. And then you also have Varo. So Varo is great for existing bank customers. So Varo also has a banking arm. So if you are a banking customer of Varo, that's really cool because you get your cash even faster. And Varo offers cash advances up to $500 with instant funding to eligible banking customers. Though the company touts 0% APR cash advances, each advance comes with one mandatory and rather high fee, and users could pay up to $40 to borrow $500. The only way for you to actually waive that fee, and you can waive that fee, is actually if you have been a customer of Varo's for at least 6 months. So they want you to be. So see, the thing is, they actually value your patronage. So if you have been a customer of theirs for 6 months at least, they'll waive the fee. And cash advance competitors usually tack on an optional fast funding fee of a few dollars, and most request an optional tip. Varo's cash advances are funded instantly, and the app doesn't take tips. So this is something to really think. That's something that we love a lot in terms of flexibility. if you are thinking about free instant cash advance apps, I want you to think about Dave. And so Dave is actually great for repayment flexibility. So the Dave app lets you borrow a small amount of money to cover expenses like groceries or anything else while you wait for your next paycheck, or to avoid overdrawing your bank account. So to be eligible for an advance, Dave users must open an extra cash account, and the app also has a savings account and a side hustle feature that helps users find jobs to earn more money. So Dave actually goes a little further in terms of helping you with cash inflow. Okay, the cash inflow not just by lending money to you, but also helping you earn more. So that's really fantastic, especially when it comes to liquidity management. And so when you think about Dave, what we love about Dave is that there is no fee, but there is an optional tip up to 25% of the amount borrowed, but it is voluntary. Okay, and so in terms of repayment, the amount is withdrawn from your bank account on the date Dave determines to be your next payday, or the first Friday after you receive the advance. And in terms of getting your cash, you can get your cash within 3 business days. But if you want the money to be in your account a lot faster, they charge you for it. Next, you have MoneyLion. So when you think about MoneyLion, think about a free cash advance app that is great for existing customers. And so the MoneyLion app offers mobile bank and investment accounts, financial tracking, a credit builder loan, and cash advances up to $500. So that's really good. And the instant cash advance is available to anyone with a qualifying checking account. And MoneyLion members have access to larger advances and the fastest funding times. So MoneyLion is kind of similar to Varo in the sense that you have a banking arm that actually funnels more cash a lot faster to its own clients. Okay, and so in terms of if you do not want to pay the express fee, you have 1 to 2 business days if you have a MoneyLion checking account, and 2 to 5 business days if you don't have a MoneyLion checking account. So, but if you don't want to wait 2 to 3 days or even longer, you have to pay the fee. If you're thinking about free instant cash advance apps, I want you to think about Solo Funds. And so Solo Funds is great for peer-to-peer cash advances. And Solo Funds provides P2P cash advances, and users send loan requests through the app's marketplace, and lenders, other customers, choose which users to lend to. And the app has low fees that are mostly optional and lets users choose their repayment dates. However, it can take up to 3 days to know whether your requested loan will be funded, and which is really longer than other apps take to approve and send advances. So something to think about. But the cool thing here is that once a lender accepts your request, funding takes minutes, and loan requests that are not funded within 3 days are removed from the marketplace. So you have this sort of continual cleanup of the marketplace. You also have Clover. So Clover is actually a great free instant cash advance app. In our view, it's great for no fee advances. So Clover offers a $100 advance fee based on bank account eligibility, and another $100 advance based on participation in its points program. And the points program requires users to upload receipts, take quizzes, and watch videos in exchange for points, which really translates to dollars users can get as advances or to cover fees. So that's a great collaborative model here. We love that. And Clover makes money by collecting aggregate user data and sharing insights with its partners. So this could be insurance companies, this could be credit card companies, it can be lenders. So if you are concerned about data privacy, Clover may not be the right tool for you. Okay. So in terms of repayment, the money is withdrawn from your account, from your bank account, on the date Clover determines to be your next payday, or 7 days from the advance date. And in terms of time to fund without express fee, 3 business days. But if you are willing to pay the express fee, they will fund your cash within hours. You get your cash within 2 to 6 hours. So, and the fee can actually be the fee can be $1.49, $1.49 to $20.78. So it could be really, really high. So what is our evaluation here? So when you think about free instant cash advance apps, I want you to think about loan apps that allow you to have access to cash real fast. But there are pros and cons, okay, when it comes to those tools. And small app fees can add quickly. And we do not recommend paying for early access to money you have earned. And these apps can help in emergencies, like when you need it to cover a car repair or unexpected travel expenses. But financial experts in general say that they're not sustainable long-term solutions, especially when you think about always paying a fee to access your cash a lot faster. Okay, and so what are the pros and cons of free instant cash advance apps? The pluses first. You have the fact that you don't pay anything. Okay, basically you have fast cash in an emergency. Some apps can immediately deposit money into your checking account, but they often charge an extra fee for that service. Remember, if you can wait a couple of hours or a couple of days, then you don't have to pay any fee at all. But if you want your cash really, really fast, then they're charging you. And when you think about a free instant cash advance app, this app can be cheaper than an overdraft fee, because if your choice is between a paycheck advance and paying an overdraft fee, the advance is likely cheaper. Many app fees can be under $10 without a tip, while bank overdraft fees can be up to $35. And there's also no credit check. Okay, so cash advance apps don't offer users credit, so a low score won't keep you from qualifying for an advance. And cash advance apps typically don't report your payment history or repayment history, if you will, to the credit bureaus, or they don't even work with collection agencies. So there are no credit consequences if you don't pay the advance back. What about the minuses? What about the drawbacks? Well, this may cause actually an overdraft fee. So most apps require access to your bank account to withdraw money when it's due. Some companies say they try to avoid triggering an overdraft, but they do not guarantee it. And the exception is Empower, which will refund upon request overdraft fees it causes. You also have the fact that fees can add up, though advances are generally cheaper than payday loans. Subscription fees, fast funding fees, and optional tips can add up. And you also have a process that may lead to repeat borrowing, because apps make borrowing from your next payday or your next paycheck easy. They could lead to a cycle of debt if you rely on advances to cover regular expenses. So something to really think about before you make the move. Now, when we talk about free instant cash advance apps, the big question is, can you actually consider those apps payday lenders? They're not. They're not. I mean, regulators have actually instructed them to follow a certain set of guidelines, so they're not considered payday lenders. Okay, cash advance apps are not considered payday lenders, and payday lending regulations don't apply to them. But some consumer advocates consider them thinly veiled payday lenders, since both offer small dollar loans due on your next payday. Okay, and so apps like Daily Pay and Pay Active cash advance apps, not exactly, because when you think about Daily Pay and Pay Active, they are part of the earned wage access industry, meaning they work with your employer to make part of your paycheck available before payday. So you have the ability there, the flexibility in terms of cash inflows versus cash outflows. And cash advance apps like the ones listed that we just listed into this conversation, they don't work with your employer. They essentially lend you money themselves before you get paid. And employer-based advances may charge fees, but they tend to be lower than cash advance app fees, and employers may cover those fees too. And earned wage access companies take up to a few days to provide funds, which is really on par with cash advance apps. Okay, it's something to think about. Now, when we think about cash advance apps, whether they're free or let's say paid, there are some alternatives. You can think about small personal loans. You can have credit union loans. You have buy now, pay later. You have other ways to make money. You also have friends and family loans. Okay, now buy now, pay later. This is basically the BNPL sort of movement. And so you have apps like Affirm and Afterpay. They split a large purchase like a mattress or a laptop into smaller payments. And the most common structure is the pay in 4 plan, where you pay 25% of the expense upfront, and then make 3 more bi-weekly payments. In terms of credit union loans, if you are a member of a credit union, you may qualify for a small personal loan with a rate of 18% or lower. So that's really good. And some credit unions offer personal loans of $500. And though they review your credit score to qualify you, they will consider your standing as a credit union member in a loan decision. And some credit union actually offer payday alternative loans, which are small dollar loans with low interest rates that you repay over a few months to a year. So when you think about free instant cash advance apps, it's important to really know what your needs are, right? What's your family situation, what's your personal financial situation, because the whole thing is that going for a free instant cash advance app all the time to request $200, $300 a cash advance on your next paycheck is not sustainable in the future. So this is why you have to really ask yourself, what are your needs, and what are those expenses actually covering, right? Is it food? Is it like emergencies? Is it a car repair? Is it transportation? What is it? Because the bottom line here is that for you to actually sustain this in the long run, you got to have a strategy in place where you actually can match your cash inflows with the cash outflows. In other words, you have to live within your means. And if you are constantly actually reaching out to those apps, that means that your cash outflows are way more than your cash inflows. So maybe the question here is that you might want to apply for a regular loan. So instead of looking for $200 or $300, you might want to apply for a $10,000 loan or $20,000 loan to actually cover your financial problems once and for all. So I'm just telling you here about the more sustainable route here, okay? And remember that it's important to really understand that if you want the cash, if you can wait 2 or 3 days to get your cash, you're not paying anything. But if you want the cash fast, okay, you have to actually, fork over $10 or $3 in terms of fees. So this is how they actually make money. So this is something to think about if you want to have a free instant cash advance app. So here are our ending remarks. In today's conversation, I'll spoke to you about free instant cash advance apps. I'll give you the rundown and the evaluation. Rundown: Brigit, Empower, EarnIn, Varo, Dave, MoneyLion, Solar Funds, and Clover. Thank you.